on the democratization of AI, all right? Maybe quick advice for those who just planning to start career in technology, because we will need all the talent we can get, don't we?
Absolutely. We will need all the talent. And you know what? The talent is across the spectrum. That excites me as well. I remember a few years ago, I was always going to these AI conferences and it's all technical. And I remember there was one conference in Rio de Janeiro where there was a lot of different types of philosophy people, ethics people. And I can just see the change. And it's dramatically more so. I see so many people that's in AI. You don't necessarily need to be an expert on the technology. We could maybe be an expert on ethical, trustworthy AI, the applications, regulation aspects, or in the industry, how do you apply it? So it touches everyone, I think, and so it's opening up the door. So I think what one needs to do is you will need to look at how can we use the technology. 21st century skills is looking at really quick adoption, looking at how I can use tools in the most effective way possible. So we need to get used to change and accept change. So even at school level, we need to say, this is 21st century skills. This critical thinking, first principles thinking. I think those kind of things are very important. I also think transdisciplinary thinking is important. It's almost like, if you think about Da Vinci and a lot of the other scientists or people from a few centuries ago, they didn't think about just putting themselves in boxes. Even though I did my Ph.D. in AI, I know business and being a smart technology entrepreneur, and I've gained a lot of experience with that. I'm still open to learn, to think about philosophy, because what is real, what is reality? If you think about epistemology, ontology, all of these kind of things, I just realized it's super important. Because if you think about ethics and regulation, you need to go to philosophy to also assist and help and provide guardrails. So there's almost like I value a kind of the whole spectrum of things. And if I think about sustainability, understanding biology, understanding our environment and what we are doing to our environment, those kind of things are important. What we're doing to space, all sorts of stuff. So I think it's important for people to not to think more broadly, openly about things. Try to make sense. I would love to see an AI assistant that can assist everyone with sense making. So currently in the US, we see a lot of polarization as well. Not only there, other places as well. And if you really want to understand the other point of view, you want to almost steel man it. So if you've got an AI agent that helps you better understand other points of view, so you can appreciate that better, I think we can arrive to more wisdom and empathy and better ways of dealing with things. So I would love to see kind of intelligence or AI supporting us in that regard as well.
This is fantastic end of the conversation. Time is flying, Jacques. Thank you so very much for joining me today. In conclusion, can we leave our audience with few maybe takeaways? Because we went all the way, from future trends, from challenges, adoption, realities, right? Your ventures. I mean, a few takeaways to remember this conversation by.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got this saying around AI and Web3 where intelligence meets trust. Trust is obviously with decentralization and blockchain and those kind of things. Intelligence is what AI can provide. So I do think those kind of things. So it's a fusion of these AI technologies. We can create a better future if we are smart in how we apply this. But we need to think about the big picture. We need to think about cause and effect. And there's people like Daniel Smachtenberger, part of the Consilience project, that talks about the meta crisis. And those are more system thinkers. And I do think one needs to think about the implications of what we do in a broader context. And when I wrote the book, Democratizing AI to Benefit Everyone, I tried to make sense of what's happening across the globe, not just in all the industries, but what governments are doing, what's the future of AI. But then I asked the question is, what does it mean to be human in the 21st century? And what is the kind of future that we want, the beneficial outcomes that we want? And in chapter 10, I go into a lot of detail there. Chapter 11, I talk about trustworthy AI, ethical AI. And the last chapter, chapter 12, I talk about kind of solutions, brainstorming solutions. And I do think there are solutions. And I'm busy with kind of solutions looking at personalized AI and intelligent agents that's really on trustworthy guardrails. And I think that's what we should really focus on. So that's what I've got to say.
Thank you, Jacques, so very much. Thank you.
My pleasure.